Suicide is a tragedy at any age, but the death of a young person by suicide has a particularly terrible impact. We set out to explain why suicide rates rise so sharply in the late teens. It's very striking that from the mid-teens until the age of 20, the suicide risk multiplies. And we were asking, what is it about the lives of young people that seems to put them at such increasing risk over a very short space of time? We set out to put together the findings of official reports that are prepared on young people once a suicide has occurred, particularly reports from coroners, but also from the NHS and from social services. And we combined their findings. They were there to find out what might have been important that was going wrong for the young person. We combined all their findings so that we could draw some conclusions about young people and young suicides as a whole. We found that there were some common themes in the lives of young people before they died by suicide. Quite often they had been victims of abuse or bullying. Quite often they were facing exam pressures. They had had experience of bereavement in friends or family, and sometimes that bereavement was by suicide. They had physical health conditions, often problems of skin or chest like asthma, and it may be that these stresses for those young people combined to put them at particular risk. We found that young people had quite often used the internet in a way that was relevant to their eventual suicide. Sometimes they'd been victims of online bullying. Sometimes they'd posted their suicidal thoughts on social media. And sometimes they'd searched on the internet for details of suicide methods.